Hey, what's up, everyone? Let me make sure my. Oh, this is stupid. That should be better. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, so I got the radio show coming up at 11 a.m. It's going to be a crazy situation for today. So I just wanted to do a video letting people know that so you can see what's going on. There will be technical issues. So just to kind of let you know how the radio show goes, Todd handles the radio end of things, my co-host. I handle the internet production of things. So all of my channels, in addition to the Facebook channel for PA Patriot Radio, all of that broadcast is occurring through my end. We do Zoom to connect to each other. So long story short, here's what's going on. It seems likely that people in me and my wife's family now have COVID. Well, it's not likely. They definitely have COVID. Because my wife's pregnant, we have to get a rapid test because we had meetings with the baby doctor Tuesday. So they need to know by Tuesday whether or not we have COVID. There's only one place to get a rapid test, and that's about an hour away. They only have one appointment open today, which we need to do the test today so that we have time to meet with her doctor Monday or Tuesday. So that happens to be at 12:15. So if you're doing the math, what that means is I'll have to leave here at about 11:15. However, I have to run production for our show starting at 11 o'clock here. So it's going to be crazy. What's going to end up happening is as follows. I will start the show, the production end on my computer, and then I will leave. I should be calling into the radio show on the Zoom meeting on my phone, but I will not be here at the home studio. So you'll just be watching the Zoom chat. That I will do that as long as I can. Eventually, around 1 o'clock, the radio show will end. Todd will end the radio show on his end, the actual radio portion of it. But the video, because I won't be home to end it, will still continue here at home for the live stream, which means that there's going to be an hour or more of dead air because the show will end around 1, and I will be not able to come back and end that until probably 2, 3 o'clock. So it'll look like amateur hour, but I don't know how to avoid it. We could pre-record the show instead of doing it live, but, we'll just do it. Hey, what's up, Steve? Yeah, and as far as us having COVID, everything will be fine. We are already operating as if we have COVID as soon as we found out that people in our family did. So we are basically not leaving the house. We're trying to do our part to quarantine for 14 days. My theory on COVID from the get-go was if you're healthy, you should be allowed to go out and do what you want. If it's likely that you have the illness, do your part to try to stay home. So I will, if I have to go out, I'll wear a mask. I don't plan on going out. We'll make online grocery orders if necessary and then have friends go pick up the grocery orders and drop them off in our driveway. And then I'll go out in the driveway and pick them up. So that's the plan for the next 14 days. Oh, that sucks, Janet. For the next 14 days, me and my wife plan on quarantining one way or the other just because we want to take precautions for other people. So yeah, it's not like we're freaking out in that sense. However, there are complications with her being 8.5 months pregnant. It's not complications that I don't think the doctors are worried that the baby will get COVID, but there are questions of how this affects sort of what we were going to do with the cycle of there was a potential where the baby was going to come early. Now, are they going to want to try to keep the baby later because they want to make sure that it's past that 14 days quarantine period? Things like that. That's why it's so important that we get the test results today. And it's really crazy. When it's all said and done, I can tell you some of the crazy stuff that's gone on as far as testing options, insurance, what's going on with that. But I don't really want to speak on that level of things until we get through this and we come out on the other end. So I'll be discussing things like that in the future. Hey, what's up, everyone? People unsubscribing from YouTube and stuff. So again, I know there's a couple more people here now. So I have to get my wife out for a COVID rapid test. The only potential time for that is 12:15. It's an hour drive for me. So the radio show will be starting at 11. I have to run the production of that through my computer here. So I'll start the production and then leave with my wife. I'll call into the show on my phone, into the Zoom meeting. So I should be able to participate except when the internet gets patchy. But What this means for you, the audience, is the show will seem pretty normal, except there could be a few technical production issues. However, there will be dead air at the end of the show until I could get home to actually shut the show off. Is what's going. Yeah, I mean, I hear you, Janet. Like, it's almost like if you're going to get COVID, you would rather get it before the baby's born than once the baby's born. So, we're not freaking out or anything like that. We'll be fine. Obviously, though, if something should happen and me and my wife get more ill, you might not hear from me for a couple days. I'll try to give an update. But we're going to go ahead and plan. We're going to be optimistic with it. We're going to do everything to keep other people safe. Even if this test comes back negative, we're still planning on quarantining to the best of our ability because so many people in our families got it. So, but I'm not morose. I'm not sitting around like, oh, woe is me. Like, it happens, right? And if she wasn't pregnant, I could tell you right now that me and her feelings on the issue would be like, yeah, we're going to quarantine, but we're just going to watch Netflix and have fun for 2 weeks. Like, that's going to be our plan because, the 99.975 survivability rate for us in a younger age population, even though I'm fat, in a younger age population, my chances of passing away from something like the flu would be about the same as passing away for COVID, statistically about the same. So it's not like I'm worried for my personal health. It's just a weird situation with being almost 9 months pregnant. That's all. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know. So I'm going to go. We're going to do a pre-meeting to see if I can get this production stuff worked out. I'm really sorry. Look, there's exciting stuff coming with our show. We're getting bigger and bigger guests. Our show's going to continue to grow. We're getting, not only are we getting a new call signal, I think here shortly for the FM radio station that we're on, but I believe that we may have access coming up shortly to video production and television channel production, in addition to my co-host Todd Bartley, working with 21-time Emmy winner Wendy Bell. And so our show and our network is massively growing. Doug Mastriano is a friend of the show that's going to be on with us in a week or two. He's the person in Pennsylvania that held the hearings about the election fraud that occurred in Pennsylvania. So our show's growing, and I think with that, you'll see an increased production value. And so I do really apologize that today's production value will be below even the low production values that I normally offer. I do apologize for that. But I think that everyone will forgive me. Obviously family is the most important thing. So I'll take care of what I have to. But me and Courtney are fine. We'll do the radio show on the way out, which Courtney will be in the car listening. So I'm sure she'll enjoy that. She's not the most political person in the world. And then on the way back, I'll probably be singing to the radio the whole time. So she won't enjoy that either. So she's probably in for a crappy couple hours, but, do I Parler? I have a Parler channel, but I haven't really put anything on it. But yeah, I guess I'll start doing it. In fairness, I used to do Twitter. I mean, I'm so eclectic, right? Like, I should do more material on places like that. I was doing the 2-minute videos that I was putting on Twitter there for months. I get no traction on them. So it was just tougher for me to do those than to just click stream and do a live stream. Maybe I'll go back to doing something like that. It's been a ridiculously crazy couple of weeks. It's going to be ridiculously crazy until the beginning of the new year. Once my baby's born and I get like a month with the baby and things kind of get back to normal, then you'll see my production like kind of increase. Until then, I'm kind of floating in the air. I'm doing videos when I can. Like I said, for those of you that have been following me this week, because of illnesses and stuff in the family, I was escort driving for my father-in-law who drives oversized loads. So that was my normal show times, 8 a.m. That was getting up at 5:30 in the morning, going trucking, not getting back till 5 at night. Some nights not getting back at all, having to spend the night. So it's been tough for me these past couple weeks to do videos. And I really, really do apologize. I know there are people, it's an important time in our country. There's a lot of important stories out there. And so I do apologize that, I've been slacking, but I assure you, it's not because I'm morose. It's not because I'm depressed. I think that it's an exciting time to be alive. I think politically there's a bunch of horrible stuff going on, but I'm a fighter. So for me, that's my time to shine. That's, if everything was going great, there wouldn't be much of a need to listen to me. So, I'm not, cutting back on doing what I'm doing because I'm upset or depressed or anything like that. It's not that. It's the happiest time of my life. I have a baby coming. There's a bunch of crazy stuff going on around that. So it'll get better. Yeah, great reset. I hear you. So, all right. So I got to get off. Yeah, thank you for the prayers and the well wishes. I really appreciate it. I do, and I'll let Courtney know as well. I'm sure she'll appreciate it as well. So, all right, I'm gonna get off here. We'll be back at 11 a.m. for the radio show. It'll be me, Carlos, and Todd. We got a couple good guests lined up this week, so hopefully that all works out. And again, just want to apologize for the production issues, and don't think that like something happened when if you're watching and at like 10:10 when we go off the air. You're like, why is the screen black? What's going on here? Why is no one talking for an hour? It's just because I need to get home to end the stream. That's all. So it could be 2 o'clock. It could be 3 o'clock. So there's going to be an hour or two of dead air at the end of this. I really do apologize for that, but it's just the best way that I know to go about it. So, all right. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. I will see you in a couple minutes. Have a good one. Oh, one more thing. I won't be able to read the chat because I'll be... So you all could chat amongst yourselves when the radio show starts, but because I'll be calling in on my phone, I won't be able to see anything. I'll be driving. So I do apologize. Normally I try to kind of chat with people while the show's going on. I won't be able to this week. So apologies for that. But you can chat amongst yourselves. All right. Thank you so much. See you at 11. As always.